guys, what's up? It's your friendly neighborhood Emo Cat Dad hanging out with you, bringing you another Emo Cat Dad Listens. If you're new here, what I do is every day of 2024, I've challenged myself to listen to a new band or artist every day. I've been keeping up with it so far. So far so good. I listen to 4 songs from that artist across their discography. Sometimes their discography is vast, sometimes their discography is small. In the case of today's artist, which you can see there, is Free Throw. It's kind of middling. So the first song I listened to was off their debut full-length album. The song was called 2 Beers In.
2 beers in, already feels like it's one of those.
So first off, the production was not good. I did not enjoy it. I normally forgive that because it's a debut full-length, and I'm still willing to do that to a degree. But the band had put out a couple EPs before, so you'd think they would know. So was this a choice to sound like this? And I will also admit that I apparently am in the minority here, as if you look at their top 10 on Spotify, most of those songs are from this album. So maybe that's what they were going for, and their target audience loved it. Whereas me, not so much. Not to say it was all bad. They had a one-line chorus, as well as a riff that preceded it. I don't think I've ever seen that, but I dig it. But overall, this is your basic run-of-the-mill, sounds like a breakup song that someone in high school would listen to. Mine, by the way, was Yellowcard's Rough Landing Holly. That Can't Let Her Go. That got me through. That got me through some stuff in high school. Alright, so going to their next album, Bury Your Mind, I checked out the song Randy, I Am the Liquor. I'm assuming that's a quote of some kind. So no complaints about the production here. Much cleaner, crisper. I can hear everything in the mix way better. Speaking of sounds like, this kind of sounds like the Wonder Years, which I'm a big Wonder Years fan, especially, you know, the earlier stuff, which would have been still in the era when this song was released. So not a diss or anything, actually a compliment. But the compliment's end there because they gave us a 30-second outro. I was really enjoying the song up until then too. Alright, next up we go to their third album. In case you can't tell, we're just making our way through the discography here with What's Past is Prologue, which I do like that title a lot. The song I listened to was The Coroner's Dilemma, and I also like that title a lot too. So I will say, I hadn't mentioned this up until this point, but now at 3 songs it's becoming very obvious. They do have some riffy parts, and they're usually pretty short, so I didn't bump into them because I'm not really a super riffy guy. But all the riffs kind of sound the same. I mean, I'm sure I don't know anything. That song was a D chord, and this is obviously a B chord. My dumb music ears sounds the same. Tell me I'm awful in the comments. Alright, let's compliment now. Lyrically, this song is miles ahead of the other 2. Now, all 3 of the songs I've heard so far have dealt with similar themes, feeling alone and drinking as a result of that. The first song being as a result of the breakup. The second song being thinking your friends hate you. And the third just basically being like a mental health, I feel nothing, so I drink. They also use their second vocalist a lot more on this, the other 2 songs. The first song was all one vocalist. The second song had little parts for the second vocalist to do. This one used them fairly evenly, and I really enjoyed the duality between the 2 vocalists. But once again, I had a minor issue with the ending. It repeated the same section, I think 3 times. I think 2 would have sufficed before going into the ending line and cutting off the song, but minor gripe. Alright, so I'm going to skip their 2021 album and jump right into their most recent album from last year. The album is called Lessons That We Swear to Keep, and I checked out the song A Part Is Better Than Zero. Now, I really want to check out the song because it featured Tades from Hot Mulligan, who I love Hot Mulligan, especially their album last year, And that's actually how I know a Free Throw, because they toured with Hot Mulligan a lot, although I've never seen them together, just straight up. So let's talk about the feature first. It's actually at the very end of the song. I kept waiting and waiting and waiting for it to come. It was pretty solid. Not the best I've heard Tades, especially last year, but it was a cool enough feature to hear him pop in and do some screaming. But prior to that, the song had a really cool melody, probably the best melody I've heard over these 4 tracks now. And there was also less riffing in this one. Like I had previously said, I'm not a big riffs guy. I will say, because I made the comment about last time that the riff sounds samey, the little bit of riffing we did get in this song did sound different than the previous 3 songs. And given the more melodic nature of this song, I don't know if maybe this was a change for them overall, or if maybe this was just a one-off blip. It did lead the album though, so usually you want to lead the album with what fans will expect. So that's my interpretation, but you guys can let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. Alright, so that's Free Throw overall. I dig it. I'm definitely going to check them out from here going forward, especially now that they've put some distance between their earlier bad production sound and not the best lyrics. So probably won't go back to those early albums too much. Alright, let's rank these babies. At number 1, we're going to put The Coroner's Dilemma. Just minor gripes I had with the song overall, but I really did enjoy the vast majority of it. So that's my easy number 1. Number 2, we're going to go with the Tades featured. Apart is better than Zero. Strongest melody across the songs. And less riffy. But the other song just spoke to me more. At 3, Randy, I Am the Liquor. Just the production alone gets us above the others. But like I said, I really did enjoy the song all the way through, even though it sounded like it could be a Wonder Year song. They just need to stop with the outros. Bands, stop with the outros. We don't need 30 seconds of music tailing off. We really don't. And finally, 2 beers in. This is pretty self-explanatory. A lot of the times when I rank the songs, the earliest song that I listen to ends up being the last ranked. So, sorry, I'm in the minority again. This is by far their most popular song on Spotify, and this album is by far their most popular, so I clearly don't know what I'm talking about. Alright guys, that's it. Thank you so much for checking this out. Hit the comments, let me know your thoughts on Free Throw, and how I'm wrong that their debut album is spectacular and everything after that's been crap. Go ahead and tell me that. Happy to hear from you guys. But the thing I want to hear most from you guys is band suggestions. Like I said, I'm doing this every day of 2024, so I need your help. And last but not least, if this is your first time here, I need you to cut my wrists and hit subscribe. Emo Cat Dad out. Peace. I'm going to the store to buy cigarettes. Don't worry, I'll come back tomorrow.